Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Jason. I'm a Course in Miracles student and a channeler, and I'm coming on today to give a daily dose of hope. A daily dose of hope I was guided to give by my guides to come on and just give a daily dose of hope because the energies are picking up around the world and things are starting to shift and change. So, today, what do I want to talk about? Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about clearing energies and also about prepositions. Anyone who's interested in grammar, right? First, okay, so prepositions. So, I was doing lesson 40 today in Course in Miracles, and it says, I am blessed as a son of God. And then you say, I'm blessed as a son of God. And then you say all the things that, all the blessings that you have. I'm happy, peaceful, loving, content. And then, so I was just adding stuff and I was thinking, yeah, I'm in love with everyone. And I thought, that sounds strange. I'm in love with everyone. So if we are love, how can we be in love? We can't be, in what we are. We already are what we are. And I just started thinking about that. Well, that's weird. Well, how would you say it? How would you say it? And I just thought, oh, okay, you just kind of say, so take out the prepositions. Prepositions suggest distance, separation. Prepositions are all about separation. And so if you just say, I am love with everyone, it kind of gets closer to what the truth is. And so then I was thinking about falling in love. People talk about falling in love. And falling is not usually a positive thing. Usually don't say like, "Hey, yeah, I fell yesterday. It was great. I fell." And so by the same token, falling doesn't really have a positive connotation to it. So falling in love kind of sounds like a negative thing, right? You fell in love. Oh, I fell in love. And I thought that was interesting. So why do we have to fall? Why is it a falling? And this reminded me a bit of in the Course in Miracles, there's a bit about special relationships. So a lot of relationships that we have on this planet, like what we would call, I guess, romantic relationships, I guess. If we're entering a relationship with our ego mind, searching for something in this person is going to make me happy. This person is going to give me what I want. If I don't have this person, I can't be happy. These kind of things. I think that's the concept of a special relationship. You're saying that you're not whole and that you need this person to be whole. And so that's the special relationship. Um, and it doesn't say that having a relationship is a negative thing. It just means that how you enter the relationship. Do you enter the relationship as a whole being with another whole being, or do you enter the relationship thinking that this person is going to fill in the hole, fill in this emptiness that you feel? And that's the special relationship because it's impossible for you to be empty because you're full of love. um, it looks like my network connection's not the best, so I'm going to start talking a little bit slower because it's probably going to cut me off a bit. All right, so welcome to bad internet. Okay, so falling in love. So that idea, I thought that was interesting. That why do we have to fall in love? Why can't we just be in love? And why do we have to be in love? Can't we just be love? So yeah, I am love. So I thought that was great. So when you say like, I am love with everyone, I am love with this person, I thought that was a better way of saying it. Who needs prepositions anyway? All right, so that's just that. And then I wanted to read a little bit from chapter 30 in the Course in Miracles. It's called The Only Purpose. And I thought it's just this beautiful summarization of what the Miracles is kind of about. And so I'm just going to read that real quick here, or real slowly. Who knows? Here we go. It's chapter 30, the new beginning, chapter 5, the only purpose. And this is the first part. The real world is the state of mind in which the only purpose of the world is seen to be forgiveness. Fear is not its goal, for the escape from guilt becomes its aim. The value of forgiveness is perceived and takes the place of idols, which are sought no longer, for their gifts are not held dear. No rules are idly set, and no demands are made of anyone or anything to twist and fit into the dream of fear. Instead, there is a wish to understand anyone or anything to twist and fit into the dream of fear. Instead, there is a wish to understand all things created as they really are. And it is recognized that all things must be first forgiven and then understood. So there it is. And that last part is the one I like, I really resonated with. It says, there is a wish to understand all things created as they really are. And it is recognized that all things must be first forgiven and then understood. Yeah, so wonderful way of just acceptance, trying to see everything as it is first. Everything is as it is. Um, no judgment. Everything is happening perfectly the way it is. So just see it as it is. Don't jump in and try to change something. Don't think that, oh, if this was only a little bit different, if only I had this, if only this was, no, 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 no. Accept it. It's all there. It's right in front of you. Forgive it. And then you can truly understand what it is. And then you can go into changing it. Because once you start to understand it, you can start to change. All right. So that's that. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was that recently I've been doing a lot of clearing. I've been clearing a lot of, I've been doing, I guess, what you call shadow work, where you clear certain things. So, what will happen recently in my meditations is that beings will come through and all kinds of beings will come through. And what I've been realizing is that they are like beings that need to be cleared, and they are like attachments and things of this nature. And so I've been going through a very intense clearing process recently. And so every day something comes through, and then I clear it. And so I just wanted to share two things about this. First thing I wanted to share was that yesterday, I had this very intense pain. Sorry, it's not intense pain, but I had a really, really stiff shoulder. And I rarely get stiff shoulders. I used to, but I rarely get stiff shoulders anymore. So when I do, it's like, oh, what's what's on my shoulder? And so I did a meditation and I went through and I found that there was an attachment on my shoulder. And so then I was doing a clearing of it. But when usually what I do is I call whatever it is so that it's in front of me so I can see what it is. And my guides, they did this thing that I've never seen before. They put it in what looked like a blender. So they put this attachment into the blender. Now it's not a blender. It doesn't blend things. It's what they called it is a neutralizer. Now, we usually when you hear the word neutralizer, from science fiction, it's like, that's not good. They neutralized it. They destroyed it. But this is actual neutrality. What it did was it neutralizes a being. So this entity was very, very angry and very, just yeah, basically angry. And in that state, it would be very difficult for me to have a dialogue with it. So they put it in the neutralizer, and in the neutralizer, it was neutral and so at peace basically and able to have a communication with me. So I thought that was interesting. So I recommend if you're ever doing this, use the neutralizer if it's hard to have a communication with something. I find that some beings, sometimes some entities can be very abrasive at times. They can be very yeah, abrasive, and it's very hard to have a conversation with them. So if you just put them in the neutralizer, or you can just ask them. What I do sometimes too is I ask them, please show me your true self. Don't show me your angry self. Show me the self that is projecting this angry self. Because yeah, and usually you'll see something different. But I think in this case, this being was a bit too much, so they needed to put it in the neutralizer. And but what I've been using recently and is pre- I'm not sure if I should share this or not, but I guess mm. I've been using a technique by a woman named Laura Worley, and it's a technique where you take the being to court. You take it to heaven court. And so what I did was I took this being to heaven court, and I've been taking the other beings as well to clear them. I'm just experimenting with a new technique. And so I took it to heaven court, Because as you know, when you're clearing something, it's not really you yourself. You are connected with source and with God. And so you're not using just you're using the power of God, basically, the power of who you are, the power of love. And so, but when this being was cleared from me, I was just sitting in meditation, just doing a basic kind of meditation thing, and I passed out. I just fell backwards. It was so powerful. And just this, usually when the beings are cleared, I just feel this rush of energy, this rush of light. And it's just this amazing feeling. But usually it's just that feeling. Maybe I'll kind of stretch back or something. My body will kind of, but I've never actually kind of like just fallen backwards. I just kind of, I didn't necessarily lose conscious, but I was kind of for the energy was so much that it just coming out of me, it just whatever this being was when it was coming out of me, it was just so powerful that I just fell backwards and just all this light was coming out. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I thought that was pretty interesting, pretty cool, and I recommend it. If you're doing shadow work, I recommend that technique. It's really an amazing technique. So anyway, I'm not sure if I shared too much or not, but anyway, so now, so I'd like to get into a channeling, and I found recently the best way to go into these channelings is I've learned this from my members in my membership. Is the best way to do it is just to ask them, what do they want to tell us today? So, guides, what do you want to tell us today? What's your message for everyone? For everyone, go ahead. Greetings. We are that one that you know of as Isis, and we are here, and we are here, and we are here. And we are here to bring you the energy of love, which is your energy. So by bringing this energy, what we mean is that we are bringing a remembrance of this energy. We are bringing an energetic mirror by showing you your energy, by giving you the energy that you have, the energy of love, by showing you the energy of love. We are showing you a mirror to your own love, to help you, you would say, remember that you are love. And so most of the guidance that you are given throughout your life is a mirror. It's a mirror set up to help you to remember who you truly are, and to help you to remember that you are truly connected with love, that you are one with love, that you have never left love, that you are this amazing source energy. And you are this amazing source energy that is here on this planet, projected onto this third dimensional plane where things seem to be very upside down and topsy turvy and polarized, and everything seems to be hard to understand, you might say. But what we would say is that you are source energy. You have all the power of the universe within you. And so you are just here, getting small, you might say, getting small to remember how big you truly are. And that is what you're doing on this planet at this moment. You're starting to remember how big and how wonderful and how full of source energy that you truly are. You are so much power, so much beauty, even in these everyday things that you are experiencing, these second to second things, these things that you think of are not holy. Making Drawing a bath, we might say, making dinner, waking up, brushing your teeth, having a cup of coffee. You think of these things as every day, but you are source energy. These things are extremely holy, as you are extremely holy. Everything that you do is very, very, very holy. And this is what we would like to bring through today, is to understand your actual holiness, how holy you truly are, that all of these things that you think you're doing that have maybe no meaning to you, or they don't seem to be very important, are very important because you are very holy. So that is what we would suggest, to go through this day and understand that drinking that cup of coffee, waking up, making dinner, taking that shower. These are very, very holy things. And these are things that can change the entire world, as well as what we would say is that is your power. And that is How the power has been taken away from you is that you tend to think that it's not important, that you are not important, that what you do is not important. And this is the complete opposite of what is important in your world. This is why all of your mass media, all of your mass communications, all of them are trying so hard to get you to think a certain way. This is why they call it the television. They're trying to tell you a vision. They're trying to give you a vision so that you can create this vision. But understand that you are more and more, you are so holy and you are so able to create, and that these things are trying so hard to force you to create certain things. And that is how holy you are. That is how much power you have. That there are forces out there that are trying desperately to make you think a certain way. Why would they try so hard if you didn't have as much power as you have? You have so much more power than they do. And this is what we would like you to remember, that everything that you do is holy and that you are source energy on this planet, moving through this third dimension, doing amazing things, dancing through your days, dancing through this brushing of your teeth, dancing through this making of your dinner, dancing through this commuting to work. All of these things are very, very holy, and you are creating them and you are making them holy. And now it is only up to you, your perspective. You see, you've never changed and you've never not been holy. There has never been a second in your life, a millisecond in your life, in this time that you understand as time, that you have not been holy. It is all about your perspective. You tend to forget that you're holy when you're brushing your teeth. And what we would say is to remember how holy you are, and remember that everything that you do is affecting the entire universe, because you have that much power. And understand that while these things seem very small, that is only an illusion and that is only a perspective. You are the creators of this world, the creators of this universe. You are so powerful and so full of love, and we love you very, very much. We are Isis. Mm. Whew. Okay, so yeah, remember how holy we are when we brush our teeth. So thank you guys for listening, and I will see you tomorrow. Ciao. Let's see if I can get this to end here. Okay, ciao, guys.